we will create text content generation system that lets you insert any kind of prompt, instructions, or some text or YouTube transcript or anything, and it will generate articles, Facebook posts, LinkedIn, Twitter posts, or whatever kind of posts you want. So we will use this make.com automation with ChatGPT, Perplexity AI. You can enable or disable internet search. It will automatically generate everything based on your rules. And we will then automatically post to any platforms you want: LinkedIn, Facebook, X, WordPress, etc. Let me show you a demo. So I'm just gonna add a new record here. So I'm gonna go into prompt and paste write about psychological interpretation of Greek mythology. Now you can write, you can paste whole article here, whole YouTube transcript, whatever you want. And let me enable internet search. And let me say content type. I want to generate everything. So article, I want to generate Facebook post, I want to generate LinkedIn, and I want to generate Twitter. So each of these. Now let's go to my writer, and let's just click here run once. So now it's gonna see, well, we have internet, so it's gonna generate, it's gonna search the internet here, and then it's gonna go through each of these: article generator, Facebook post, LinkedIn, and Twitter. So after around 20 seconds or 15 seconds even of internet search, it's gonna start populating this. So you see that it's generating the article. So it generated, it added the article here. Then it's gonna add a Facebook post, LinkedIn post soon. So we don't need to do anything. Let us just wait for a few moments. It added this and tweet at the end. And after that, I can just go here and click this auto post, and it will automatically post in LinkedIn, Facebook, X, and everywhere else. So the LinkedIn post, the Facebook post, and the tweet, everything posted correctly. Use this yourself, or you can sell this to your clients. This is a full package that you can sell. So automate content creation for busy professionals, for writers, for content creators. Just a word of warning: post no more than 2 to 3 times per day, otherwise some platforms will suppress you as spam and your audience will be overwhelmed or see you as AI spam. If you want, you can get all of these templates and prompts down below for just $5 if you don't want to build everything yourself. So you can download make.com templates. Here is my internet search prompt. Here is my article generator prompt. And as you can see, we have every very detailed description of how to generate these articles, and also for all of these other prompts. Now I'm gonna tell you how to sell this step by step, and then we will start creating it. This video is only the beginning of your business. So the main point here, you can read this if you want, but the main point is you need to talk to your customers. You need to show this to them. If they don't want to pay for this, you need to give it to them for free. So my goal is to do as much work as possible for you, but you still need to build your own business. So give it for free to customers, talk to them, get feedback, improve your product, and then do it a couple of times, couple of cycles, and then you will be able to start selling. By talking to customers, you will also learn their problems, and that's how you will sell. We will solve you this problem with this tool in one click. So you can start selling somewhere along the way, but keep talking to customers and improving. So if you have read this, let's start with the tutorial. Let's go to airtable.com, where we will sign up, and then click here Start from Scratch. This will create a new base where we will save all of our tables or of our data. So I will click here and rename this to Contently, and then press enter. And then for table, I'm gonna double click here the table name, and I'm gonna say content. Then I'm gonna delete all 3 of these unnecessary fields. And then the first field, we're gonna double click and say ID. And here we're gonna say formula. So we want to assign unique ID for each entry. I'm gonna say here in the formula record ID like this. So just type this and make sure the brackets are closed. Click save. So now each entry is gonna have unique ID that we can use this to distinguish from every other entry. Now let's create a field called prompt. And I'm gonna say this is long text, and create field, keep the settings like this. This is what user enters. So is it text, is it instructions? So this is what we will transform into articles, social media posts, etc. Let's add a new field, and I'm gonna name this field enrich with internet search, and this will be a checkbox. So does the user want to also enrich this prompt with additional internet search or not? And I'm gonna say default is yes, and save. Now let's create a few more fields. Article, so this is like internet article, so each of these fields, remember, will have a unique prompt. And then let's say Facebook, long text, let's say LinkedIn, so this is a LinkedIn post. Facebook, you can also call this, for example, LinkedIn post instead of LinkedIn. Each of these will be a unique post. Let's say Twitter or X, everything is long text. So that's it for now. And then let's make a new field, content types. This will be multiple select. And so we can select which articles, which of these we are going to create. So I'm gonna have article, I'm gonna have another option, Facebook, I'm gonna have LinkedIn. We can have YouTube community post, or we can have whatever you want. Twitter and then X. Let me create this field. And what this lets me is add a bunch of these tags, and the AI will look at which of these to generate, and the other ones that are not tagged, it will just leave it empty. So we don't need to generate everything at every post, for example. And in order to connect this to make.com to automate this, we need to create another field, and let's just select here created time and leave name blank, and it will say created here. So we can right click and hide field because we don't need this. This is just for make. You can unhide that field here by clicking this. We have multiple ways of adding entries here. We can just copy paste this into like prompt, the text, the prompt, whatever, directly here, but let's create a form for adding entries. So let's click here form and say create a form view here, and say add content as name, create new view, and we will just leave prompt and this one, and then we will take everything else out by dragging it to this side, and we will also let the user select which types he wants to generate. And I can say show a submit another, and then this one as well. And so you cannot submit it here, this is just design. We need to click here open form. And I have copied some open source Wikipedia psychology article, and let's say enrich with internet, and I want to generate article from this, and I want to generate LinkedIn post. And now if I click submit, it's gonna say submitted. And if I go back into grid view here, we see that we have all of this data. So we have the prompt, and we have these articles and LinkedIn. So right here in the prompt, I'm only like pasting this text, and we will give the instructions inside of make.com. So we can also maybe give instructions here above the prompt like this, like create LinkedIn, but we will not do it actually because we're gonna separate instructions for each of these content types. Now let's go to make.com and create an account. This will allow us to connect our Airtable with ChatGPT, with other AIs, and automate everything. So I'm gonna go here to scenarios on the side, and I'm gonna click folders, add new folder, and I'm gonna name it contently. And then let's create a new scenario here, and I will rename this scenario to writer. And now let's go here and select Airtable, and I'm gonna click Airtable, and I'm gonna say watch records. Now you will not see this, you will see create connection. So we're gonna click that create connection, and you're gonna select Airtable type to be OAuth, and then let's name it contently. I'm gonna name it tutorial and save. So we need to create a connection. Let's select our base that we want to connect to. So it's gonna be this one for me, and then I'm gonna grant access. If it says this resource not found or whatever, let's close it. Let's see what happens. Verifying connection, and it connected. Now let's select that base once it loads. And then the table, we have only one, the content table. and trigger field is gonna be created. So this is time created. Do not choose ID. And label field, let's say prompt. It doesn't matter. And now we wanna process them one by one. If you wanna process multiple records at once, you wanna create 3, but we only have 1 for now. And let me select all of these and right click delete all selected content, because we don't have any prompts in them. They are empty, so they're just gonna maybe cause us trouble. So let's go into view. I think we don't need to touch this, or let's select grid view. So we are selecting this view, grid view that we are using right now. You can have another view and filter to show only specific fields, not all fields. So if you want to do that, then you create a new view here, and then you filter using this. But let's now just use all of the fields and press OK. And let's select all. So we are starting from all everything in our database. Now, if you got my lessons templates, you can just go here to more and import blueprint, choose file and one that you downloaded and save. Now you're gonna get this instantly, but you're gonna have to still configure Perplexity AI and ChatGPT. So look at the timestamp, or just follow the tutorial and understand how it works, because you need to add API keys here. So now I'm gonna just say run once, and you should immediately see it pulling this entry that we have. So here in prompt, we got the prompt that I pasted, and then we got content types. So these are the 2 content types that we have. Other fields are not pulled because they are empty. So here they are empty. Now you have to see this one. If you don't see this one, click here, choose where to start and select all, and then run once, because maybe if you didn't select that, you need to see this here. It shouldn't be empty. Let's go next one and say router. Click here. So the first filter, set up a filter, condition, enrich with internet is equal to true. So I'm gonna name this internet search, just so we know. This is the condition to go. So if internet search is true, then it will go this route. And here I'm gonna name this to no internet search. This is just a name label. And condition is enrich with internet search is equal to false. It's true, or so let's press OK. It's true or false, because this is how the data will be sent from this checkbox. It will be sent as true or false. Now let's go to this where it says internet search. Let's click here and search for Perplexity AI. Make sure to write it exactly like this and create a chat completion. Now we need to click create connection or add a connection if you don't have it. So you're not gonna have it probably. So let me just say the name doesn't matter. Now let's go to perplexity.ai. Make sure to spell it correctly. And then let's go to settings and to API. And you're gonna have to add like $1 or $2 or $3 here, but it's actually very cheap. It's gonna be using it very cheaply. Now if you don't want to add a few dollars here, or you can't, then you will not be able to use internet. You can still continue with tutorial, just then skip this step with internet search and just create this one without internet search. So let's generate an API key, and let's copy that API key that we generated, or you can just click here and then go here and paste it and save. Then let's select this one, so 3.5 Sonar Large online, because you need online to access internet. Let's create a message. The first one will be system. Here you will describe the instructions. So I will give you a short summary or topic, or you need to do internet search, blah blah blah. Or if you got my materials for $5, you can just copy this whole prompt that I'm gonna leave inside, and then you can paste this one instead. So system messages instructions, and then let's add an item below and say role user, and content will be prompt. So this is what user entered. And then max tokens, you can say like 1,500, or you don't have, you can just put 0, so there is no limit, but press OK. And after we do this internet search, let's create a router. So let me go and search for router. And now we will create one of these for each post. So first, we're gonna create a Facebook post. So let's go to ChatGPT. ChatGPT. And let's create a completion. Now we need to click add connection if you don't have it. And let's click here, open this link, OpenAI API keys. And we will create an account if we don't have one. And let's create a new secret key. And I'm gonna say contently tutorial and create a secret key. Copy this. Let's go back and paste this secret key. And I'm gonna say contently tutorial connection, just so I know. Save. So this will be the article generator. And the model, you can use GPT-4 Omni. This is the best one, but I think maybe... Okay, let's use the best one. And then I'm gonna say add a message. Now role will be system. And here you can say, I will give you some prompt and you generate the article. So you can write your prompt here, or you can copy my article generator prompt. So let me real quick copy this whole prompt. And I'm gonna paste it here. And below that, I'm gonna add a message, and I'm gonna say role user. And this will just be, let's say, prompt. And then let's click here and say this prompt. And let's go down and say internet search. And then let's say choices, messages, content. And max tokens, let's say 1500. Press OK. Let me right click and rename article generator. Or let's, yeah, okay. Let's say OK. Then we want to save this into Airtable. So click Airtable. We're going to update a record. So this will require some additional permissions. So let's choose one that we just made and click continue. And now let's click add base here and select our base and grant access. And now let's choose base to be contently and wait for this to load. And we're gonna select the table to be content. And this will take a few moments, and then record ID will be this ID. And then so we just need to update article here. So let's put result. So this is a result from article generator. Press OK. Now I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna copy. So Control C, Control V to paste. Let me delete this module and I'm gonna connect it here. Let's rename this to Facebook post generator. OK. Let's go here. Everything will be the same. Everything will be the same. But let me just this is article generator, so let me delete all of this, and you can say generate Facebook post. So I'm gonna go here and I'm gonna copy my prompt, and let me go back and do it, paste it like this. And I think that's it. Press OK. So let me delete this module as well. Let me go here to Airtable, and here we will remove this. We're gonna choose this one. So let me refresh because we have some failures, and now it's going to work. And we will not use this article, but now we will go to Facebook and say result and press OK. Now let me copy, paste, move down below. We can now save this and we can auto align. So here this will be renamed to LinkedIn post generator. So let me press OK, and now let me go here and copy my LinkedIn prompt. So I'm gonna go here and copy all of this, and let me go back here, and the only thing I'm gonna change is this prompt. So this will be the LinkedIn post, and I'm gonna press OK, and I'm gonna go here. Now if you okay, I'm gonna tell you first, let's just put the result here in LinkedIn. So you can also use a GPT-4o mini if you don't want to use this one. This one is a lot, like 10 times more expensive, I think, or 15 or 5 times, I'm not sure exactly. So you can use this mini system if you want. I think we need just one more, so that's gonna be a Twitter. So let me do this. I'm gonna connect this here to router. Let me auto align, and now let's click here, and let's go and get the Twitter post, Twitter prompt, and let's go back and paste it here, and that's it. Press OK, and in the end we're just gonna go here and remove this LinkedIn, and we're gonna say Twitter result. Okay, but let's make sure to rename this to Twitter post generator, and that's it. Now let me save all of this, and let's test this. So if I go here, I see that we have internet search enabled, so it will go this route. So let me go ahead, and I'm gonna click each of these ChatGPTs, and I'm gonna change to GPT-4o mini just for testing purposes. It's faster and cheaper. And maybe I would use mini in production as well, because it's actually, I don't think it's much worse, because we already have all of the data. We just need to write the articles. So it's basically summarizing and rewriting. And then if I click here, run once, let's see, everything is empty. That's why we need to click here and choose where to start and all, and then go here. So now it's working. It's going to Perplexity AI. We're gonna wait maybe 5 seconds here, and then a few seconds for each of these. We waited about 15 seconds for Perplexity, and now we are generating the article, and now it's generating Facebook post. So let me immediately click here. Let me see. We can click here usage. We see how much we spent, and we can also see choices, and then the message. So this is what we got from the internet, all of this, and then we are passing this further. So I think everything finished. So if we go here to our table, we can check article, expand here. You see that it's written, and then we can check Facebook post, it's also written, LinkedIn post, and Twitter. Let me expand tweet, it's also written. So everything works. And I think I didn't even spend 1 cent, I'm pretty sure, maybe a couple cents at max, because 4o mini is very cheap, and then Perplexity AI is also very cheap. But you can track your expenses if you want. And now if internet search is not enabled, let me just copy, hold shift and drag everything across all of this, and control C, and then control V like this. So let me move here, and let me connect this router. Actually, I think I'm gonna connect it, but now we don't have this filter here. So let me delete this module and set up a filter again here. So this is gonna be no internet search, and condition will be this: enrich with internet search equals to false, and press OK. So now this is what happens if we can save, and we oh, okay, so we have some issues to resolve. So this is if internet is not enabled. If I go here, so I'm just gonna delete this internet search from each one, and that I'm just gonna pass a leave-in prompt. So I'm gonna do this, press OK, do this one, and now we have everything working without internet search. Let me click auto align, and let me save it. So I'm gonna create a new one here. So let me just copy this same thing, and let me add a new entry here, but let me disable internet search. And what I can do to test it is go here and choose where to start, choose manually, and let me select the second one that I created. So, but I'm not sure which one it is. So I think it's gonna be this one, because it's created like right now. So let me click this one and press OK. And if I run once, we get something here. So I think let's see what the problem is. Okay, so I see what the problem is. So if we go here and we see that enrich with internet search does not exist at all here because it's disabled, so it's not sent at all. So instead of saying it's equal to false, let me right click here and then say does not exist. Okay, so let me go ahead and choose where to start again, choose manually, okay, and we're gonna wait and click this one, the top one, and press OK. And now let me run this once more, and now it went through the filter and now it's generating. We already have both of these added. Now we're gonna see LinkedIn post being added and Twitter tweet being added right here. Now let's actually implement logic of selecting which ones we want to generate and which ones we don't want. So if I go here, if I click choose where to start, all, okay, and let me run this module only, and now we get all of the data. Like, we need to look for content types. We have article and LinkedIn. So let's copy this article and let's go here into this module, set up a filter. So now we're gonna click here and say content types, and then scroll all the way down and choose contains, but this array operations contains, not the other contains. So this contains article. Okay, let's go here. Let me say set up a filter, go here, choose not creation time but content types, and let me scroll all the way down and say contains. This is gonna be Facebook, and let's do this for the other two. So let me go here and say set up a filter. We're gonna say content type contains LinkedIn, and let's do this for Twitter. So I did the same thing for the lower ones as well, set up all of the filters. Let me save, maybe auto align, and now I'm gonna go here, all of this, press delete, and then I'm just gonna generate, let's say I want to click here plus, and I'm gonna generate Facebook post. And so we don't need internet. Let me choose where to start, choose manually, okay, no, not okay yet. Let's select this one and press OK and run. So now it should only generate, so it's going only to Facebook post right here, it's not gonna go anywhere else, and it finished. So now this works. Now let's make this auto post, automatically post all of these generated posts in our table. So let's save this and let's go back, and I'm gonna go back once more, and then I'm gonna create a new scenario. Make sure you are in this folder, and I'm gonna name this auto poster, auto-poster. So here we want to actually go here and select Airtable, watch records, and then choose your connection. Now here's the thing, some people want to post as soon as you add a record here to automatically post, but there is no need to do this because we don't want to spam. So we want to post, for example, 2 times per day only, as I explained earlier. So I'm gonna do this in the way that it's scheduled 2 times per day. And so let's connect table, and let's say trigger field will be created, and let's say limit. Now how many posts do you want to do at once? The problem with Twitter and some other networks is they will limit you if you post too many. So I think I will just do 1. Label field, let's just say prompt, and that's it. So now let's say starting from all, I want to create a router, and now we should just start. So LinkedIn, and then LinkedIn, and then I think we need to scroll down and find pages, or no, organizations, and then create an organization text post. And now we're gonna create add a connection and save. You will sign in to your profile and click allow, and then you will get this connection. So let me choose this, and then the content will be this LinkedIn here. And I think that's it. So press OK. Now let's do Facebook. So let's say Facebook pages. So you can type Facebook pages and create a post. Now we need to create a new connection. Click Save. So you will just log in into your account and click Continue and then Allow. And then you will get this connection, and you will select your page, and the message will be this Facebook. And then in link, you can maybe put link to your website or something, but I'm gonna leave it empty. So this link will be added below this post. Okay, let's go down and say WordPress. So I'm gonna, let's say, post on WordPress. So I'm gonna go here and create a post. Now sadly I will not be able to show you how to connect this to WordPress. You need to install a plugin. I think it's called make.com integration or Integromat. But if you don't know how to do this, you will have to search on YouTube, because I will not be able to show to you right now. So I will delete this module, and let's do x.com or Twitter. So I'm gonna say Twitter here and create a post. So this one is going to be a bit harder to connect, so let's create a connection. We need client ID and client secret. So let's go to Google. And let's Google for Twitter developer platform x.com, and then go here and wait for this to load, and we will click here. We will sign in, and then we will go to developer portal. So once you get to Twitter development portal, first time it's gonna ask you like, why do you need this? So I made this other video in more detail, but you don't need to watch it. You can just say, I want to automate my posts using make.com automation tools. I want to make 1 to 2 daily posts with my thoughts and opinions on things I read, blah, blah, blah. So I already did this, so I don't need to do this, but if you didn't, you need to write something like this. And then let's Google for make.com Twitter integration, and we will not go to this one. So we will actually scroll down and search for this one where it says X, formerly Twitter, that goes to Help App Twitter. So we need to go here. This is a tutorial on how to connect X and Make. So we will just need these links here. That's why you need to go here, but you don't need to read it because I will show you. So let's go here to Project and Apps. You can say like Overview, and I'm gonna click Add an App. So just write your name and click Next, and then you will see this screen. So I'm just gonna say App Settings now, and let me go here, User Authentication Not Set Up. So let me set that up. We will give all of the permissions. This will be Web App, and then callback URI. Go back here, and then this is the callback URI. And then let me add another one. So this will be the other one. And website URL. So it's gonna be this down below. And I think that's it. So let me click Save. Yes. So now we see this client ID. So let me copy this client ID. Now, if you cannot see that, I will show you what to do. Just wait a second. So let me copy that one, and let me copy the secret and paste secret here and click Save. And now we're also gonna authenticate. Now, if you see something else here, so I'm gonna click Yes, Continue. So now, if you see like 404 not found or no permission, then you did something wrong. You need to check this tutorial again, or also first wait for me to show you what to do. But here, for me, I did it correctly. So now it's asking for my permission, authorize app. But if you don't see this, then let's try to debug. And now I'm able to just add this content. So I'm gonna say Twitter X, okay. So now I have everything set up. But in the case you don't have this, so let me click here, Done. And then this is your client secret. You need to copy it, and I saved it, so you will never see this again, but you can regenerate it. So if you lost it, for example, you just click here to your app, keys and tokens, And let me see here. So we have this client ID that you will save, and then you need to click here and regenerate if you lost this or if you want to see this again. So let's test this. If I go choose where to start, let's say let's say choose manually, and this one, so here I have only Facebook, and let me also just copy paste this into Twitter. So we make Facebook and Twitter posts, but we don't make article and LinkedIn. So what I forgot to do here is I forgot to set up filters. So condition is here for LinkedIn exists, okay, and this filter is if Facebook exists, okay, and this filter is if Twitter exists, okay. So now that we only have Facebook and Twitter, we're gonna say choose where to start and choose manually and wait for a few seconds. We will choose the second one, the top one, press OK. Now if I run this once, let's test it. So it should be posting. So now it says there is an error with, so you don't have permission to post. I wasn't able to pinpoint exactly what the problem is, but if I click here and run this module only, and if I type something, let me delete this part, and if I just press OK, so now it works. Now I think you cannot post the same post twice, so I think we already had this posted once, like the same text, so you cannot make a tweet with the same text. So let me just remove everything else, just leave this X Twitter, and let me choose where to start manually, the last one. And now since this is a different text, we don't have this tweet posted, it works, it posted it. So if I go here, refresh, we see this tweet posted. Now I can click here every 15 minutes, and I'm gonna say every 720 minutes, which is 12 hours. So I wanna post 2 times per day. And then I can click this, just turn it on, and that's it. Now it will check 2 times per day if we have new records here, but you need to have new records, and it will go one by one. Guys, just make sure if you click here on content types and you have Twitter X, make sure to have, let me save, and make sure to have the exact same name in this filter. So don't just say Twitter if you have. So let me go here, I think I made a mistake, so it needs to be Twitter X, and press OK. And same thing in this filter down below. I'm gonna right click, set a filter, and say Twitter X, and that's okay. My goal with this channel is to build as finished business as possible, as finished product as possible, so you can just inherit it and then keep building your business on top of it. So subscribe for more and tell me comments below, join my free school. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.